I get 80% of my skincare at YesStyle, and they're having a Black Friday sale where you can save up to 50% off. And on top of that, you can use my code to get an extra 15% off. Now let's talk about my favorites. I'm from Mugwort Essence. This is an absolute staple for me. It's a must. I have gone through so many of these. This is probably my 6th or 7th, and I have 2 in my backup. It's antiseptic, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, anti all the bad things. It's super calming, it's soothing. It really helps when my skin is irritated, but aside from that, I just use it every single day because my skin does so well with this. Number 2 is the Dr. Ceuracle Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence. I have also gone through multiple of these. I feel like I talked about this non-stop for a while. I recently started reincorporating it into my routine. It's a really rich, creamy, nourishing essence. I especially like using it during the winter time when my skin gets a little bit more irritated, a little bit drier. This helps so much. It's a biphase product, so it comes separated. You do have to mix it up before you use it. It turns into like a milky kind of texture. Helps to provide hydration and strengthens your skin barrier. And by the way, I do have oily, dehydrated skin, so it's a really weird combination of sometimes it's a little bit dry, but it overproduces oil also. The bottom line is my skin needs hydration, and this one is so good for it. The Anua Heartleaf Pore Control Cleansing Oil is one of my favorite cleansing oils. I really like the texture of it. I like that it's pretty lightweight. It doesn't leave a film on my skin. It doesn't feel super thick. I do sometimes like a thicker cleansing oil, but this one is really good for just everyday use. It removes my makeup so quickly, so effortlessly. It doesn't burn my eyes, doesn't make my eyes foggy. This one has been just so reliable for me. I've also gone through multiples of it. I know some people do not get along with Anua products. They actually work really well for me. So if they don't work for you, I'm not lying. They just work for me. The HaruHaru Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence, so good. This one is pretty new. I'm almost done this bottle. It's a rich, milky essence. It almost feels like a really lightweight lotion. It's super hydrating, super nourishing. Your skin just feels really plumped with it. It doesn't have an oily residue that some milky toners can have. I personally don't think it's bad when a toner or essence has a little bit of an oily finish, but I feel like it's good to have different options. I wouldn't use something with an oily finish under makeup because it can disrupt the makeup. Something like this works really well under makeup. The Anua Rice 70 Glow Milky Toner. This one is also a new one. This one I will say has a bit of an oily finish. I haven't tried it under makeup. I've noticed that when I use products that have a little bit of an oily finish, sometimes it can break down the makeup a little bit quicker on application, but also throughout the day. So I avoid using products like this when I'm wearing makeup. But if I'm not wearing makeup, the glow that this gives is incredible. It is also very lightweight, watery, gives a really nice glow. It's very hydrating, but it doesn't feel thick at all. The only thing is that it does have that slightly oily finish. For anyone that's sensitive to niacinamide, this does have niacinamide in it. If you're not sensitive to niacinamide and you like a really glowy finish in your skincare, this one is really nice. Next, we have moisturizers. One of my favorite moisturizers for daytime is the Torriden Dive-In Soothing Cream. I'm completely out of it, so I can't show you the texture, but it is a really lightweight, gel-like texture. It's called a cream, but really it's like a gel cream. When you put this on, it feels like you're giving your skin the biggest glass of water. It's so hydrating. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel like a film. It's just so good. If you have oily skin, this is incredible. A lot of people think that if you have oily skin, your skin doesn't need hydration, but sometimes your skin is overproducing oils because of lack of hydration. So this one of my favorites for daytime use. Since I ran out of that one, I have been using the Dr. G Red Blemish Clear Soothing Cream also, and I freaking love it. This one does help with redness a lot. It's also a gel-like cream hybrid kind of product. It doesn't leave a film on your skin. It doesn't feel tight. I feel like some gel moisturizers have that effect. This one does not. It has madecassoside and acetic acid. It helps to provide moisture, and it really helps to soothe irritated skin. It also helps with skin brightening. This one has niacinamide. Next is the Anua 70 Intense Calming Cream. This one is also another empty. I've also gone through multiples of this one. It's a really rich, nourishing cream. It's amazing during the nighttime, but I also really like using it during the wintertime when my skin can get a little bit more irritated, dry, or just sensitive. It has Heartleaf, panthenol, and ceramides, helps strengthen your skin barrier, helps soothe your skin. It's just, honestly, I wish I could show you the texture because it's really nice. I haven't been using it much lately because, number one, I ran out, and I honestly feel like my skin doesn't need as rich a moisturizer right now. now, but I might start incorporating it when it gets a little bit colder. Last but not least is sunscreens. Currently, my number one, and the one I have already gone through multiples of this year, is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. This one has replaced my favorite Purito sunscreen. This one has a very similar finish, very lightweight. I feel like this one is slightly less oily than the Purito one. Even though I loved the Purito one, I feel like I kind of prefer this one now because it just feels so nice and hydrating and lightweight, and it gives my skin a really nice glow. Another one I also really like is the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic-Cica Water Fit Sun Serum. This one is also a very hydrating, lightweight, super glowy sunscreen. This one does leave a bit of a pink cast. I wouldn't say a white cast. It looks pinkish on my skin. That does settle after a few minutes, but I do think that on deeper skin tones that might be an issue. I'm not 100% sure, but this one has a really nice finish. It feels really nice on my skin. It reapplies super easily. It doesn't burn my eyes. It doesn't pill. It works well under makeup. It's just one of my favorites. Another one I've been reaching for a lot more since I tried it for my sunscreen search is the Round Lab Birch Juice Moisturizing Sun Cream, I think it's called. This one is also a very hydrating, lotion-like, moisturizing, glowy sunscreen. Very easy to apply. It doesn't leave a white cast on me. It doesn't burn my eyes, doesn't pill, works well under makeup. There's just nothing I don't like about it. I was late to trying this one, and I can totally see why so many people love it. Another one that I like for days where I don't want to look super shiny, super reflective, super glowy is the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Aqua Fresh Rice and B5. This one has more of a natural finish on me. This one is especially good if you have oily skin. My skin does produce oil throughout the day, and I do use skincare that is very glowy, so this doesn't completely mattify my skin. It's more of a natural finish for me. You can see the glowiness coming through, but it's not as glowy as if I were to use a super glowy sunscreen on top. It's just very comfortable, applies easily, reapplies easily, doesn't burn my eyes, doesn't pill, works well under makeup. It's honestly one of my favorite releases of this year. If you thought the original was too glowy, this one is for you. These are my favorites for the YesStyle Black Friday sale. They're going to be up to 50% off. You can get an extra 15% off if you use my code. I'll put it on the screen. If any of these are your favorites too, let me know. Or if you're planning on picking something up, let me know what you're going to get.